Hi everyone, this is Anne with Graphic Design How To, and today I'm going to tell you how to open your own DesignBundles digital download shop. And there are a few things to know before we get started. So first of all, to join DesignBundles, you already have to have a portfolio somewhere else on the web. So Etsy, Creative Market, Envato, and there are a few other ones. I'll list those in the description. You have to have one somewhere, but Behance is one of the ones that you can have, and Behance is free. So you can just create an account there, upload some designs, and then put that in as your portfolio. But be sure to look at DesignBundles first and see the types of things they're selling, because they want your items to match what's already on DesignBundles. And if your style is a lot different, they won't approve you. So go ahead and get out there on DesignBundles and look to see what's out there. The second thing you have to have is a Facebook profile. And this is to keep fake profiles from being set up. I guess they're having a big problem with that on DesignBundles. So you need those two things before you start. And it's also a good idea to get at least one product listing ready to go before setting up your shop. And you'll also want a shop name. Now, when you get your product listing ready, you need an image to go with that. Okay, so if you have all that information ready and you're ready to join, there are two ways to do it. The first is through my referral link, and if you use that one, I would be so pumped because I get paid a little bit if you do that, and it helps me keep the lights on, keep making videos, and all that stuff. But if you don't want to do it, that is totally fine too. There will be a link in the description also for a non-referral link that you can use if you don't want to do the referral thing. All right, so let's get started. Okay, so first I'll show you how to get in with my link. This is in the description below, so I'm just going to paste it in, and it'll bring us to this page, and then you just go to open a store now and start filling out your information. If you want to go the non-referral route, just go to designbundles.net and then go to create a store right here, and it'll bring you to the same page. So we're going to go to open a store now, and then we'll fill out all this information. This is just a demo, so I'm going to put demo everywhere. But of course you'll want to fill out your real information because you do have to pay taxes on this, so it does need to be correct information. And my store name is going to be Demo. Here's where you'll enter your portfolio information. If you leave these blank, you'll automatically be denied, and I'm not 100% sure, but I think you have to wait 3 months before trying again. So make sure that you give them a portfolio to look at. We'll just put this. And then here you'll have to put your Facebook profile. We'll just put some stuff here. Then we'll register our store. Once we do that, we'll get this little blue screen. It's telling us that we'll have to be verified, but we can go ahead and upload products now. So we'll go ahead and do that, and I'll hit Explore. And now we'll go to Products and My Products. Here we'll have to fill out a lot of the same information as before. So go ahead and do that. And then confirm details. Now we should be able to list a product. So we're already here at My Products, and then we'll create a new product. The first thing I usually do is go to my image manager and upload the images that I have. So I'm going to click here. I've got one saved already. I'm going to make a St. Patrick's digital paper pack. So I'll open that. Here are your upload requirements. I usually make my images 1500 by 1000, but that's really up to you. Okay, and it's showing right here as being uploaded. And then I come on down here to the bottom and click to add my files. Your files on DesignBundles have to be a zip file. So in this case, I've got all 6 of these papers in one zip file. And we'll go to open. It'll take some time to upload these. I don't actually have 6 images in here because this is just a demo, so it went really fast. But sometimes this might take a little bit of time. Okay, now we'll go up to the top. And now we just fill out all this information. So I'm going to put St. Patrick's Day digital paper pack. And then I'll say what type of papers they are. High resolution, JPEG. You do have a 60 character limit, and it just won't let you type past that. So even if you tried to, it wouldn't let you. Anyway, moving on, product category. I think of paper packs being mostly used by crafters, so I'll choose that. And then for subcategory, I'm going to go with scrapbooking. For the price, I'm going to put this right at $5. And to learn a little bit more about this, go to More Info, and this tells you about the licenses. So when someone buys your file, this is how your image can be used by them. Okay, we'll get back out of that. And then we'll come over here and look at the corporate license. This is something that automatically populates, but you can change it if you want to. If you click more information here, you're going to get the exact same screen as the one here. It's just telling you DesignBundles corporate license for your products. Here you can enter a product description. I usually do a little marketing spiel at first, so I'm going to put these 6 St. Patrick's Day papers are perfect for your next project. Then I usually put what you'll get. 6 12-inch by 12-inch scrapbooking papers, digital scrapbooking papers at 300 DPI. Then I tell them how to use the files. A lot of times the people you sell to are not very computer savvy, so sometimes they don't know how to open a zip file, so I just let them know that right here in the product description. And then for product tags, we'll put St. Patrick's Day, scrapbooking papers, polka dots, buffalo plaid, and I'm only going to put these 4 in for right now, but you have the ability to put in 30. And if you can do it, that's the best thing to do because this is how your product gets found. But just make sure you're not putting anything that's not true. Make sure you're not spamming or anything like that because that can probably get you kicked out of DesignBundles and you don't want that. Okay, product groups. This is something you can set up over here, but they're basically categories. So if you wanted to have a St. Patrick's Day category, you could do that. So we'll do that real quick. I'll open that in a new tab and then we'll create a new group. We'll call this one St. Patrick's Day. Create that. And then we'll go back, and it might not let us choose it right off because I just put it in, but we'll be able to edit this in a minute and we can choose it then. If you have a product video showing how to use this file, you can put your YouTube link in right here. We've already got our product images in and we have our product files in, and that's all we need to do. We'll save the product. And now we have our first live product. This actually isn't live yet and it won't be until your account has been verified. But once it is verified, this will be live on the site. Okay, so let's go back in and edit this. And now we can choose that product group, St. Patrick's Day. DesignBundles is nice because you can add the same listing to a lot of different categories, which helps your image get found too. So we'll save that. And now there are a few things that you'll want to set up inside your store. So go to Settings. It's a great idea to get all of this set up because it helps your store seem legit. You'll want to replace this image. If you want people to be able to visit your website or see your social profiles, you can add them here. And then your avatar, you can upload an image of yourself or your logo, and it gives you some specs up here. And then your banner manager, this is what people will see when they come and visit your shop on DesignBundles. It says font bundles because this site started out as fonts only and then it expanded to designs too. So anyway, we'll save changes and it's as easy as that. I hope this has helped you set up a new store and hopefully you'll start selling things very soon. All right, that's my video for this week. If you liked it, please click on the like button and I'll see you next week with another graphic design tutorial. Thank you.